Hi everybody. If you don't know, my name's Haley. This is my channel. I haven't done anything on it in forever for reasons that I don't really feel like I need to talk about, today. But what I am going to show you today is my Harry Potter collection, which I have a lot of stuff to show y'all, and I'm the kind of person that likes to find the most unique things that I can find when it comes to my collections. Like, I don't just like the, everyday average thing that you'll find everywhere in the stores and everything, which is why cons, are the best place to go for your collections. And so let's start. I think first I'm going to just start out with, the normal Funko Pop type stuff. Some of these are blind bags, which I'll show you those first. What I got in all the blind bags. First I have little Hedwig. He came in a blind box. And I do believe that these are from Funko. Also, here's Ron. So with these, I had no idea what I was going to get when I bought them, which luckily I didn't get a repeat, because it sucks to spend, $7 or so on something and get the same thing that you just got. This is Hagrid. Malfoy. Now, if y'all didn't know, my house that I was sorted into Pottermore multiple times, and I've never gotten any other house on there, and I've done it 3 times, 4 times maybe, has always been Slytherin, which if someone was to come up and talk to me and everything and they were a Harry Potter person, I don't think that they would personally think that I would be a Slytherin, but that's just because of the stereotypes that have been put upon it, they're evil and all that stuff. I'm not obviously evil. I think a lot of people that are kind of more mean-spirited and stuff and kind of oddballs will kind of go towards that, saying that they're Slytherin even if they don't receive, Slytherin in any type of test, just because they feel like they'll be more, they have a reason, they can actually act mean and, do things like that on any type of Facebook group or anything. I see that all the time. But I think the true Slytherins, for the most part in real life, you're not going to find an actual mean-spirited person that has been sorted into that. I think it's more of people who are strong-willed. They know what's best for them. They try to do what's best for them. They, whether that be, being successful in something and just, in that kind of realm of things, they're not going to let, the wrong people into their lives and stay very long, but they're also very loyal to people who deserve it. Just things like that, true, determined, things like that. So that's just my personal opinion on it. But here, whoops, I dropped him. Here is Dumbledore, which Dumbledore is my favorite character for many reasons. I could get into that, but today I'm just trying to show you all of my collection and trying not to make it too long but interesting. I just feel like, he was a very determined and strong person. He had messed up in life, but he made it for the best. He did what was best for everybody, even though it meant he had to die, or that, Harry Potter had the chance of, possibly not, just things like that, the whole scene where he's like, you set him up to be a pig for slaughter and stuff like that. I mean, that's Dumbledore. He's gonna do what's best for everything rather than just one specific person, even though he loved Harry. In my opinion, he really did. And he didn't want, certainly him to go through those things, but he knew that he had to, and he was there to help him through them, even though he kind of maybe swayed him to do some of it also. It's complicated, but in that sense, like, that's kind of why I like Dumbledore. I mean, that's the type of person that I want to be. I want to do what's best for, even if it's like maybe harsher, they'll come out in the end better type of thing, The next person is Dobby. And last but not least, I got Hermione. Now, I haven't bought any more of these, and I might not. I don't really go looking for them. It's just if I have the money and I see them in the store, then I will get them. So, and of course, they're kind of older, so they go in and out of stock. They make new, ones of them, so I might never see that, series again. But there might be a new series out, so I never know. I don't really keep up with that stuff. To go along with the Funko part of this, I will show you some of the pops that I have that are Harry Potter related. So this one I got for Christmas from one of my friends a couple of years ago, probably. So that's obviously Lord Voldemort, or the Dark Lord, whichever you want to call him. Would I have picked him out myself to buy? Maybe not, probably. I want to get more Funkos, but just my situation right now doesn't allow me to always buy, new things for the collection. So I'm lucky to have the collection that I have now, which I'm very thankful for because they're very important to me and I love them. And I know that's kind of weird because, they're just a bunch of objects, but it's just nice to have things that are Harry Potter when you love it so much. The next, even though it's not specifically from the Harry Potter movies, it is in the, like, I guess, realm of Harry Potter, but it's a Niffler, and he was so cute and funny to me, so as soon as I saw it at Target, I got it. Whenever the movie, like right after I watched the movie is when I got him, so look how cool he is. Got the one where he has a little purse. They had a coin version that I never saw, but my friend got it and kind of prefer that one, so I'm kind of jealous. Now this one I did by myself. It's Dumbledore because obviously, I said Dumbledore is my favorite, so I try to strive to get as many Dumbledore things. They have like these new things coming out that are like Barbie doll type character kind of action figures, but they have like the real hair, I believe, and stuff. I don't know when they're coming out, but I really want the Dumbledore in that because he just looks so amazing. And the next one I got for Christmas or my birthday, I think it was Christmas, last Christmas, and it is the Weasley twin. I can't remember which one it was that I received. I think it might have been Fred. I didn't keep the boxes. I was going to, but I was just like, I really like them out of their box more. I'm never going to sell them. I don't really care about the value of my collection. I care more about the things, and I want to display them in that way. So, unfortunately, I forgot which one that I received, but I think it was Fred. Might have been George. I don't know. I think that is all for my actual Funko type characters. The next things, if you hear a noise, that is my cat playing with a toy really annoyingly, because you know she never does those things until I'm filming, of course. But the next thing I will show y'all is something that I actually also found at Target. I was very late to the game on these. I had no idea that they had even made them, but they were really cheap. They're like $1, I think, for one, if I remember right. So I got like pretty much every single one of them that I saw to get, which this, I think they're like nano figures or whatever. They're gonna be really hard to see, unfortunately. But this is McGonagall. They're still tiny there. For such tiny figures, they do have really good, you know, quality to them, like paint-wise and everything. Of course, the paint differs for each, you know, one, but you just kind of like find the best one that you can find. This is Ron. Don't think that ever focused. This next one, I can't remember what the character's name is. I got like a pack and it came with him in it. I know his name, I just can't think of it right now, but he is a Slytherin. The only reason I really like it is because he is a Slytherin. I kind of hate his character. He's kind of rude and nasty in the movie. You really only see him playing Quidditch against Harry. He's the one with the really messed up teeth. I think it might have been the second movie, maybe the first, probably the first. Unless Draco was on the team also, then it was the second. So I'm thinking it might have been from the second movie. And of course, I have Dumbledore, because I have to have Dumbledore. He looks really cool. I mean, his paint job is almost perfect, so. And of course, I have Newt, and he looks really cool also. I really like the blue that they put on him. It's, I mean, a very nice, shiny, like blue, almost like he's metallic or something. And, I mean, you always have to have a Harry Potter. This, I believe, is, I don't know which one specifically that this is, but I know it's when he's older. And then we have Hermione, and she's a younger Hermione. This is just who they had, so I had to, you know, get whichever ones they had leftovers. I was lucky to get the ones that I did, because they did not have very many. And I went to Walmart to find them, and they just were completely out of the Harry Potter ones, unfortunately. So all of these I got at Target. And here is Draco. Lastly, we have Lord Voldemort / the Dark Lord. His paint really is not the best. I mean, he has Nagini with him, and they made her brown, which is kind of weird, and they all were like that. But it's still a really cool figure. Okay, so the next things that I'm going to show you are also figures. I actually got them from a Comic-Con last year. It was like the Fan Days one. I'm from Texas, so I went to the Dallas one because that was the closest one to me, because I'm in like the Fort Worth area. So, you know, Dallas is right next to Fort Worth. I mean, it's still like an hour drive, but it's better than like going to Austin, where it's like, you know, even longer drive. But they are very cool. I will say they do fall apart kind of pretty easily, so I ended up gluing mine together so that I didn't lose any of the pieces. But they kind of come in these little boxes, and then there's like separate little bags and you put them together. And so I got Dumbledore, which he is an amazing figure. I really love these. Like, as soon as I saw them, I had to get them. They weren't even that expensive either. I think I'm pretty sure they were like $5 or less. I think probably $5. I don't think they were any more than that. But I did only get, 3. They didn't really have a variety. I'm assuming these are old because I've never seen them before, and they're not easy to find online. They're actually kind of really expensive to find online if you do find them, because they're on like eBay and stuff. Usually eBay, you can find some things for cheap, but the older the collector's item gets, the kind of more expensive the product will be. This is Draco, which I really love that he's like in a pose, like ready to kind of then last duel. But obviously, definitely not least, it's kind of the actual best, because it's a very it's a scene from Harry Potter that Harry Potter goes through from the Triwizard Tournament. It's him trying to catch the egg, or the golden egg, from the dragon, and it's like he's in the movements. Like, it's very cool. It's kind of like a scene, so I really would love some more of these figures. They're like amazing. They're like the nano figures. The paint is different, so you can't really choose the paint. You kind of, that's what happens when you get a collector's item that doesn't, usually cost that much. Like if you paid $100 for a really amazing statue, you can almost guarantee that it's gonna look amazing paint wise. So you never know what you're gonna get. Okay, so the next 2 things I'm gonna show you are jewelry items. I'm unfortunately missing one of the jewelry items that I own. It is the ring that they have to destroy in the movie. It kind of like belongs to Lord Voldemort, and he's cursed it, obviously. I'm sure y'all are Harry Potter fans, so I assume so y'all know what I'm talking about. I have that ring. I don't know where it is, but here is this. It's kind of, unfortunately, kind of hard to show, but it's got that on it, the snake. It's got like a skull. It's got the locket. Oh no, can y'all see that? There you go. A little cute cauldron. What else? It has a Hogwarts castle. And lastly, it has like a little hat. I got this also at Comic-Con. I believe they like personally made them themselves, whoever the seller was, I don't remember. So it's really cute, and I bought it. It was, I think, around 10 to 15 bucks. And then I also at Comic-Con got the locket. So that's really cool. I really like it a lot. Probably would never actually wear it, but it's still really cool. Just like the ring. Obviously I wouldn't wear it, but it's cool. I would wear it, but I'm just afraid that I'm gonna break it and stuff. Next, I also got at the last year, or I don't even think it was the last year. I think I went 2 years ago was the last time I was at a convention. But I got this little guy. He is handmade, obviously. He was very cheap. I think $5 to $10. It's a mandrake, obviously. He's very adorable. He came in this little pot. They put like these little like wormy thingies in them to make it, I suppose, look like dirt. He's got little feet and everything, so he can come out. So he's very adorable. They were very unique. Each one looked a little different, even though they were made with the same colors and everything. I kind of just picked the one that was cutest to me. So yeah, he's very cute, and I hope if y'all want one, y'all can find one at a con or whatever you go to find, you know, to find your collections and stuff. So my camera stopped rolling. I guess it stops after like 15 minutes or so, or 20, however long I've been going, but you know, it's fine, whatever. That's why we edit. So the next thing I also got at a con, like I think it might have been my first one, might have been my second one. I mean, it was years ago, but it's a very cute little bow that they made. Someone made it at one of their, they put it at their, like, you know, they have their little booths and everything, and I saw it and I bought it. Also something not very expensive, but very cute and unique to the fandom. And I go to like Hot Topic all the time for things Harry Potter themed and stuff, because you know they have tons and tons of things like that. And me and my friend each have one of these because it came in a pack. It's like a little hairband thing, kind of. It goes over your hair as a headband. Hers is Gryffindor because that's what she is, and mine is Slytherin. We kind of like just split the cost and like, you know, shared it and everything. The next thing that I wanted to show you were the wands that I have that are from Harry Potter characters. I got this one in a box, like a subscription box that I don't do anymore. I loved it a lot. It just was too expensive for me, so I got, you know, a couple of them and then had to stop it and everything. But I hope that, you know, someday I can redo it and get all the amazing cool things, because a lot of them are very exclusive. You're not gonna kind of find some of the stuff anywhere else. I got a lot of cute t-shirts and stuff from them. But this is one of the ones I got. If I remember correctly, it is Snape's wand. I really hope I'm right on that, or I'm gonna feel really like a noob, even though I feel like I know everything about Harry Potter, but you know, can't remember everything all at once sometimes. It's really heavy, which I really like I actually can feel it, because a lot of the wands, when you buy them, they're very they feel very light, and it's kind of just, if I had a real wand, I'd want it to feel kind of, you know, heavy. So there it is. It's very cool. It's made very well. I mean, it's good quality for sure. The next one I bought off of eBay. It's not the best quality, but it's still very cool looking. I didn't go and buy it because of specifically who the character was. I just thought that if I had a wand, I would want it to look as amazing as this. But it's Narcissa's wand, which is Draco's mom. I mean, if that's not the perfect one for me, then I don't know what is. I actually got it for a costume. It was just for Halloween, though. It wasn't for like a con, because I have dressed at cons. I was like in full like black Jedi like costume. The last time I went, I paid like $100 for it, which is actually pretty cheap, but it was really good quality. The only bad thing is since it was custom made and not like too custom made, like it had different sizes on there, and it was from Etsy. I somehow ended up getting the wrong size and it ended up being ginormous on me, but it still looked really cool. I made it work for me, you know. I was almost afraid that I wasn't going to make it on time, but I talked to the seller and I was like, if you can, please make it get here on time. If not, I completely understand, because I don't want to be like a bad customer and like, you know, rush the person and stuff. But they got 5 stars because they did awesome and made it get here on time, which was so lucky and sweet of that person to do that for me. Just to show more of some things that I got from the subscription box that was really cool. I got this. It's from the vaults that are the chambers, not vaults, chamber of secrets. It's the snake like door thing that moves. I'm not sure what it is, maybe just a paperweight, but it's really cool. It's very unique, which is what I love. Also, I have the Hufflepuff cup, which is really cool. I have like almost all of the Horcruxes. I'm just missing, like, I think the diadem maybe is the only one I'm missing. I might be missing the next thing I want to show you I got from the actual Harry Potter land, which I do have a couple of other things that I haven't put in this collection haul just because I really didn't want to go find it. I was in the process of moving when I bought it. I know where some of the stuff is, but I just don't want to go find it. It's not in my actual shelf where I put my collection because they're bigger. It's stuffed animals. Like I have Buckbeak and I have an owl. It's a barn owl, which is my favorite type of owl. So, and I did get it from the Harry Potter world, so I do count it as, you know, part of the Harry Potter collection. But this is a very cool cup that I got from there. I never drank out of it, but because it's too good to drink out of. Unfortunately, my cats did knock it off and break it. I mean, the whole thing was broken pretty much all the way down. And I got as much of it as I could and glued it as perfectly back as I could. These were just the few like little pieces that I could not find anywhere. I'm lucky that it was as salvageable as it was, but it's like one of my favorite things. The next thing I got from the butterbeer that I drank there, which was so good. I could only drink one because it was just so hot outside that if I drank more than one, I feel like I was gonna puke. I could barely get the first one down, even though it was so like good. I got it when we were eating lunch, so luckily we were kind of in a place where it wasn't hot, but we just had been outside all day already, so it was pretty crazy. But if you pay just a little bit extra, you get this cute cup, and of course, like the next thing I want to show you, I got from the Gringotts ride. My face looks absolutely ridiculous on it, but you can just pay, you know, just a little bit extra, and you get this with your picture on it. It says, you know, that you have you have the right to have premises on the property, just kind of like, you know, saying that you have a vault there. It puts like the date so you remember like when you went, and it comes in this, which was really cute, like a little lanyard. The next thing that I'm also going to show you I got from there also. It is just the box, obviously, because I ate the chocolate. I mean, I love chocolate, so I had to eat it. It was very, very, very good. Chocolate. But I do have a couple of cards in here from them. This is the Ravenclaw one that comes in there. Rona Ravenclaw. I can't ever say her name. It's very hard for me. But that's what came in the actual card box. But these also that I have right here came from like the little ones that you can just get at most candy shops that I've ever been to, not just, you know, Harry Potter themed ones. They're just like, they don't come in the boxes, it just is like a wrapper, but it comes with a card also. Madam Pince, which is very, I mean, she's got a really big head. She's cool though. I also got a Dumbledore one, if I'm remembering right, and I kept it in my wallet. But unfortunately that wallet had gotten lost, so I don't have that one anymore. That one was my favorite one, and that's why you shouldn't carry important things around, because I'm very sad to have lost that. But this one, his name is Myron Wagtail, and he is from a band in the Harry Potter world, so he's pretty cool. And this one I'm probably the most, I like the most, but out of the ones that I have left, obviously, it's Madam Hooch. And they do have like a little description on the back of who they are and why they're important and stuff. So those are really cool. I suggest get some if you ever see them, because I don't think the candy costs very much. I mean, I think it's like $3 or $4. This obviously costs a lot. You can see the price tag. It's like $10.95. But luckily the box has survived this long, because it's a really cool box. I would like to show you some of the pins that I have gotten over the years. 2 of them came from Harry Potter World, which are land, or whatever you want to call it. So I will show you those first. So I got a Prefect one. I wanted a Head Girl one so badly, but they didn't have them in stock. And they were like, well, you could come back next week and get them. And it's like, I'm not going to be here then. I'm maybe not obviously, but I'm on vacation. So, you know, I can't stay here another week. But the other one that I got was just the crest, which is very pretty, very good quality. I don't remember how much they cost, but I'm sure they cost a very fair amount, because everything there did cost a lot. I also got some shirts from there, like one with Sirius Black. What else? I think that might have actually been it for Harry Potter. Oh, and I also got one with like Slytherin crest on it. And they make them very good quality. They just are expensive, obviously. But that's okay, because, I mean, it's vacation and they can make things cost a lot if they want, because they pretty much are the only ones that are going to have those specific things at them. So the next pin that I will show you, I got in the subscription boxes. So there's that. Oops. There's that. It's a little Miss McGonagall being all cute and stuff. She looks like she's probably getting on to somebody. I think she might have a little kitty or something. Yeah, she has a little kitty that looks like her, like her cat form, below. You can't hardly see it, but it's right there at the bottom. And then I got a little Harry Potter with Hedwig and his broom, and it's really cute. It reminds me of like an old cartoon drawing. So there's that. And as I'm sure we all know, there is the US school, which is Ilvermorny, and I took, you know, that quiz thing on Pottermore, and I got the Horned Serpent. So when I was at a con, I saw this, and I think they're like less than $2 or something, so I was like, I'm gonna get it. And so these next two items are, one of them is from the box. I don't think it's Funko. And then I don't think this one is Funko either. Not sure. It might be. No, I don't believe so. But I do know Funko makes some that look like this. I'm not really sure. But this one is Hermione. And I got it in one of these subscription boxes. She's looking adorable with her crazy bangs. I think this is from when she was younger. And then I have a Dobby, which this is an extremely cute version of him. He's usually not that cute, so I really like this one because, I mean, that's one of the last things I want to show you, and I'm pretty sure it is the last thing now that I'm looking around and looking at, you know, the things that I put around me. Is I got this, like I bought it for myself from the money that I received as a present from my grandmother at Christmas time. I mean, this is probably one of my favorite things. I wish that I could get more of them, and that they would make them not only be creatures but also like characters. But it is a Dementor, and I really like it. It's very cool.